today we're making
Rice-a-Roni chicken. It's a super easy dish that's made with just 5 ingredients that cooks up pretty quick, so it's perfect for weeknight dinners.
We're always asking, everyone's always asking us for quick weeknight dinners, and this one fits the bill.
Yeah, and I love it because it's stuff that I often will have on hand. The Rice-a-Roni just kind of lives in our pantry till we need it. So I'm Jen.
And I'm Barbara.
And this is Pressure Cooking Today. So first off, we're just gonna take our chicken thighs and season them with salt and pepper.
And I'll go ahead and hit the saute button and get the butter melting.
And you just want to salt and pepper the chicken breast to taste. And then we'll wait while this preheats and gets that butter nice and melted. You want to wait for the butter to be melted before you add that, just to make sure it doesn't stick.
And then we like to brown the chicken thighs just to give the dish a little bit more flavor.
If you're in a hurry, you can skip that step, and when you're in a hurry and you just need the food, you can skip that step and it'll be just fine, but I like the additional flavor you get. And to save time, we brown the chicken on just one side instead of on both sides, just to get that little bit of browning flavor on the bottom of the pot that will incorporate into your rice, but to not spend the time it would take to brown both sides.
And we're just using the basic chicken flavored Rice-a-Roni that you can purchase at the store. This uses 2 packets in this recipe.
Mm-hmm. If you want to stretch it, you can buy 3 packets and it'll work just fine with 3 packs. And it'll also work with 1 pound to 2 pounds of chicken. So again, it's a really flexible meal, and you can make those changes with no change to the cook time.
You could also cut the butter into pieces too.
Yeah, cutting the butter into pieces helps it melt quicker because you get heat on more surface area. Little science tidbit.
I'll have you go ahead and open up those Rice-a-Ronis. I left the saute setting at the highest level so that our chicken would brown up quickly. When you're browning meats, I always use the higher setting.
And I'm a little different. I just leave it on 4 and cook everything on 4. I think it's absolutely good to vary it. I just forget to change it back down when I'm cooking like rice or something. So.
Okay, so I've got the chicken breasts in there getting browned.
Yeah, and we'll just wait for them to do their thing, and then we'll add the Rice-a-Roni. When we were testing the recipe, we just added all the butter at one time, but we got a comment on the recipe where somebody preferred to add half the butter to brown the chicken and the other half of the butter to brown the vermicelli, whatever works best for you. All right, we're gonna pull those out now.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Oh, one more. And we'll add the Rice-a-Roni. And just give it a nice stir.
And if you have any little chicken bits, now's a good time to just scrape them off the bottom.
So the package of Rice-a-Roni always has you brown the vermicelli. I think it looks a little bit more appetizing when there's like darker little pieces of the vermicelli next to the lighter rice. See how much butter that absorbs? That just sucks it all right up. So at this point, you can go until the vermicelli is as brown as you'd like it, or if you start to notice that all that butter's been absorbed and you need to just add the water so you don't get a burn, go for that.
Give that to you.
Yep. All that lovely browning that was on the bottom of the cooking pot, you want to scrape up because that's all flavor. You really want to get that flavor in there.
Okay, I think we're probably good.
Perfect. And then just make sure the rice is kind of in an even layer on the bottom. And we'll just
Maybe just dump it in.
dump it in. I just wanted them to be
Slosh it in.
evenly distributed. I guess you'll do that later. Good to go. We'll lock that lid in place and we will set a, all right. So we lock the lid in place. We'll set a 7-minute cook time and a 5-minute natural release.
So I have to press cancel to cancel the saute setting and pressure cook. We're using the Pro today, so we'll cook it on custom and high pressure and 7 minutes. And start.
Don't forget to press start. I can't tell you the number of times I've set the time and walked away and nothing happens. So we'll be back once it's done.
So we forgot to film on camera. We added the packet when we stirred in the rice. We closed up the lid, but then realized we hadn't added it, so we opened it up and stirred that in really good.
And if you're using dried parsley in this recipe, you'll want to add the dried parsley at the same time you add the seasoning packet.
So our cooking time is up and we're just waiting for our 5-minute release. It's on the keep warm setting, so it shows that it's been 4 minutes on the keep warm setting since the pressure cooking stopped. So we're just waiting until 5. It changed to 5, so we're going to go ahead and hit cancel, and then we'll quick release the pressure. Okay, so the pressure is released, the float valve dropped, and we can go ahead and safely open the lid.
All right.
Jen likes to check the temperature of the chicken just to make sure
Oh yeah.
it's at least 160 degrees. So
Yeah. We cooked it a nice long time, so it would be nice and shreddable and easy.
tender is almost falling apart to take it out.
So on this, you can choose if you want to dice it or if you want to shred it. It's pretty tender.
While Jen's doing that, I'll just go ahead and mix in the rest of this liquid that was sitting on top. The rice will just go ahead and absorb it all. And right now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
The lemon juice is optional, but we really like it. It gives it a nice bright flavor. I think it makes it taste a little bit more homemade. But you can skip it if you don't have it on hand.
Okay, so we've got our chicken all diced up. We're going to go ahead and add that to the pot. We really like chicken thighs with this recipe because they get so tender, and any of the fat is easy to take out while you're cutting it up. So you really don't even have to trim them super well when you are, before you cook the chicken. So we're going to go ahead and add the parsley too. Some fresh parsley to add a nice color.
And again, if you're in a hurry, the dried parsley works just fine. I just like the brightness that the fresh parsley gave for filming live.
All right, just dish up a scoopful.
And then we often will serve it with something easy like steamed broccoli or something that is just easy to toss in, and you just chomp it all up together. All right, so that's everything. If you have any comments, please let us know. Questions, would love to hear from you. If you make it and love it, let us know. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.